Can we all agree that retirement is a fundamental shift in your life? Think of it. For 30, 40, maybe 50 plus years, you've been working. You've been going in, punching the clock, driving into the office, whatever that career you've had, you've been doing that for some considerable amount of time. So retirement, that abruptly stops typically, right? It fundamentally changes your life. It changes your time commitments and all these sort of things. Working isn't just working for many people. It's a part of their life. You have friends at work. It's a social aspect. And usually a lot of people have a lot of pride in what they do, hopefully. And so just stepping away is a big change, and not even talking financial. It is just a fundamental change in what we are. For most Americans, you spend a big majority of your time that you're not sleeping working. In some cases, you spend more time with coworkers than you do your own family, depending upon your work-life balance and stuff like that. So again, when we talk about retirement, yes, we're a financial planning firm. We do retirement planning, but understand it's a fundamental change in how we live and what that is. So we talk about fixing or ignoring it here. When we talk about this, if we agree that retirement is a fundamental change, are we just going to ignore that fundamental change in our finances? In this life, if that changes, or are we going to fix that? So as an example, we have this big change happening personally from our work-life balance and time and all this sort of stuff. Would we also agree that maybe our retirement savings should be fundamentally changed as well? We're going from a growth and accumulation phase where we're working, we're earning the paycheck, and we're contributing to those retirement accounts to where we're no longer working, we're no longer bringing home a paycheck, and we're not adding more money to these savings. So again, pretty significant thing. Now we're at home, we're doing hobbies, we're spending time with grandkids, whatever that may be, and we're relying on our retirement savings to produce that paycheck for us, and we need it to last our lifetime. So, are we going to fix that or ignore it? We need to start looking at our finances a little bit different. Oftentimes I hear people early on in retirement or as they're working and stuff like that, and you say, do you have a retirement plan? They say, yeah. And they hold up their 401k statement. It's not a plan, it's an account. Okay? So we need to start looking at this different. It's not just a sum of money. It's not just an account anymore. Start thinking it like a timeline. That account, that retirement savings, has to produce a paycheck for maybe 30 plus years. So couple that with Social Security, maybe a pension if you're fortunate, and we need that to start working for you in developing that income stream there. Likely, from a tax situation, we might have a little bit of a fundamental change there going on as well. Oftentimes people are deferring taxes because they're in a higher tax bracket while they're still working. So they're putting money in 401k accounts, 403b accounts, tax-deferred investment vehicles, so they don't have to pay the tax today. They're hoping to kick the can down the road and pay the tax later. Well, guess what? Later's here. When we start taking that money out, it's typically taxable income. So now again, fundamentally changing how this is all working. So we have to have a little bit different approach to that. We need to start thinking about that sort of stuff. So I challenge you, as you're thinking of retirement, in retirement, start to recognize that fundamental change that's happening not only personally, but also now financially as well. Making sure your retirement savings and your investment goals are matching up with these things, so that way you don't have interruptions and you can plan to retire well.